Okay, hello. So I watched Mirror, which is the next in the lineup of Stray Kids lore, or at least maybe it's unofficially in there. But I didn't hit record. I thought I hit record. I didn't. I just watched it once. So I'm gonna just sort of spew my thoughts and then look at the lyrics and watch it again and talk as I do. So sorry about that. But basically, coming into this, my understanding is that the Stray Kids, were trapped within that sort of institution where they were kept hidden from understanding of independent thought, and perhaps they're clones or created in some way, or at least being very much controlled. But they find one another, um, recognizing their capability for independent thought and the fact that they don't want to fit in the system, and then connecting that to Elevator, that they don't want to fit into the pre-prescribed roles, and also in I Am Not, right, of certain like respectable professions and paths that they're being sent on by society. So it works sort of metaphorically, both they don't want to be within the constructed space of the like institution that is keeping them from consciousness, and they don't want to be forced to stay within the societal roles. That's the sort of more socially oriented, less fantastical narrative version of it. So they break out, and get to District 9, in District 9, and are sort of setting up camp there and reorienting. So Mirror, as a performance video, then is picking up where District 9 left off, I would say. Um, and so my first take on it, without looking at the lyrics, is that they are, if they are had established what they are not, and that they are capable of independent thought and want to follow their own paths, this is them sort of facing that they don't know who they are, and facing that both individually and maybe as a collective, and maybe finding an answer for that in the collective, and the way in which they are looking at themselves in the mirror. And we actually see that, even though it's a performance video, it's it's a somewhere in between a performance video and a music video, I feel like. So we really see them looking directly at themselves and their reflection to try and figure out who they are, but also mirroring one another in their choreography. Um, and so that suggests that they can find who they are within each other, or parallels for themselves within each other. And I was also really struck by the moment in the choreography where they're standing in a singular line. So they're isolated, but then they come together. And so there's a suggestion that some of the answers are in them coming together. Okay, so now let's watch it. And now that I have the lyrics, and figure out where, what more I can pull out of it.
Where am I? Who am I? I am not me. 도대체 언제부터 시작일까 풀리지 않는 문제 내가 누구인가 그 누구도 낸 적 없는 숙제 내게 성립될 만한 공식들을 외우기 전에 몰입하지 선택할 만한 기회조차 거의 없었네 어딜 가는지도 모른 채 일단은 달리기만 해 옆에 꼴들 눈치를 보며 그냥 따라다니기만 해 아직 어려서 그렇단 이유 그만 다 헤맬 것 같은 느낌은 혼란스러운 정신 속에 겹쳐 다니다 계속 기웃기웃 혼란 속에 갇혀 나도 아직 날 잘 몰라서
Okay, so I decided to use a version I burned the lyrics in because they were so pertinent, that I wanted to see how they played out in relation to the choreography. And so it seems to me that where I was sort of thinking that the mirror is what would offer the answer to like, what am I, who am I? Here, the mirror is offering confusion, or it's like the mirror moment, like misrepresenting or offering a something unattainable, or something that it says a maze, something that like adds to confusion. And so in some of the choreography, where they're reaching out to one another, or sort of trapped in this kind of geometric formation, um, it's like they are mirror images of one another, but that's not actually offering resolution, that's expressing confusion. And look at the shadows that come out of this like particular choreography positioning. That's kind of amazing. Okay.
너는 아니 답이 없는 내게 또 물어 You make me cry 내 손을 잡아줘 네 앞에서 날 바라본다 거울 속에 비친 난 미로 내 안을 비춰주면 mirror No 어디서 찾아올까 What's up wish I could see myself 난 계속해서 찾아 헤매고 있어
So it's almost like the mirror had offered the promise of self knowledge, as they break away from society that had these constraints on them. That's supposed to then provide self knowledge, and the mirror should have been an easy answer, but it's a stranger because they don't know themselves. Yeah, that's really cool.
Me? 너 도대체 누구야 내가 알던 내 모습과는 너무도 다른 나 모르는 게 많아 꿈을 뚫때치고 내 속맘조차 몰라서 눈물만 더 맺히고 물음표가 좀 계속 끝나는 매일 반복되는 상황 내가 아닌 것 같다가 너만 따는 속마음은 방황 하지만 내 자신에게 해답은 답을 숨기고 나 또 자꾸만 애손댈 수 없이 커진 난 그런 답이 없네 혼란 속에 갇혀 나도
Oh, these lyrics are so amazing because it's so much more complicated than I expected. So you look at yourself in the mirror, but that that reflection is a stranger to you and creates just more questions. I feel like, I mean, I know it's about adolescence, but I feel like it's because it's not a simple like I'm figuring out who I am so I can grow older. I think it resonates across generations as we sort of try to understand who we are as our lives change. Yeah.
날잘 몰라서 너는 아니 답이 없는 내게 또 물어 You make me cry 내 손을 잡아줘 네 앞에서 날 바라본다 거울 속에 비친 난 미로 내 안을 비춰주면 mirror No 어디서
Yeah, it's, if there's something about it that's about coming into adulthood or adolescence, I think it would be the realization that there isn't a simple answer in the mirror, that actually it's more complicated than that, kind of a breaking of that bubble.
내가 누군지 나도 모르지 시킨 대로 여기까지 왔던 memories 어디가 내가 가라는 길 걸어가 묻지 마 옆에 뛰는 게 우선이야 내가 누군지 나도 모르지 시킨 대로 여기까지 왔던 memories 어디가 내가 가라는 길 걸어가 묻지 마 일단 뛰는 게 우선이야 Who am I 내가 나를 보는데 감이 안 와 I am not 혹시 몰라 다른 거울을 찾아 얼마나 애매야 내가 나를 보며 웃을 수 있을까
So it's about having to wander to look for other mirrors, other reflections that can help you to understand yourself because you don't have knowledge based on the pre-prescribed expectations and rule following of your previous life. And I just want to go back because the choreography is so beautiful.
애매야 내가 나를 보며 웃을 수 있을까 What you want? A mirror for myself 거울 속에 비친 난 미로 내 안을 비춰주면 mirror No 어디서 찾아올까 What's up wish I could see myself 난 계속해서 찾아 헤매고 있어 나도 모르지 시킨 대로 여기까지 왔던 memories 어디가 내가 가라는 길 걸어가 묻지 마 옆에 뛰는 게 우선이야 내가 누군지 나도 모르지 시킨 대로 여기까지 왔던 memories 어디가 내가
I love how this is a call and response between the confusion of like, I don't know who I am, I don't understand this, my memories, this doesn't make sense to then assumedly the adults or society saying, what are you doing? Why are you even trying to ask this question? Just walk the path I told you to and don't ask any questions. And there's that, it's a really repeated call and response that's really intense.
가는 길 걸어가 묻지 마 일단 뛰는 게 우선이야
So I do have questions about what that final image means. And I bet this has been theorized on why two of them are standing and the rest of them have collapsed in a circle. It seems very meaningful, and maybe that will be explained later, although I know this isn't fully part of the lore, but it seems very intentional. And also the rain, like, what does the rain symbolize here? Is it just the chaos of them trying to figure out who they are, or is it the reflections that come in water that they're immersed in, but also the chaos? Yeah, it's like audiovisual poetry, right? It's really like, and it's meaty. It's really, this is so much to think about. Okay, so this concludes my analysis of Mirror. I'd love to hear your thoughts, interpretations. If there's like stage performances I should check out, let me know. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.